Chicago's haunted past, fire, murder, and mob history. Chicago, a city of towering skyscrapers, bustling streets, and a rich history, holds a dark secret. Beneath the shiny exterior lies a past marred by fire, murder, and crime. For years, Chicago has been considered one of the most haunted cities in the United States. But what exactly happened in this city that still lingers in the shadows? It all begins with a disastrous fire in 1903. The Iroquois Theater, once a grand symbol of Chicago's entertainment scene, became the site of one of the deadliest tragedies in the city's history. On December 30th of that year, a fire broke out during a matinee performance, trapping hundreds of patrons inside. The flames spread quickly, and the theater's lack of proper safety measures led to the deaths of over 600 people. Those who perished that day didn't simply vanish. They are said to still haunt the alley behind the theater. Visitors have reported strange, eerie sounds and the feeling of cold drafts, as if the souls of the victims are still lingering, trapped by the memory of that fateful day. But the history of Chicago's dark past doesn't end there. In the late 19th century, a man by the name of H. Holmes made a name for himself as one of America's first serial killers. Holmes lured young women into his so-called murder castle, a building designed with secret passageways, soundproof rooms, and gas chambers. It is believed he killed dozens, if not hundreds, of his victims within the walls of his sinister lair. The murder castle is long gone, torn down to make way for a post office, but the echoes of its horrific past have never fully faded. Workers at the post office, especially those who ventured into the basement, often report strange sensations, an overwhelming sense of being watched, sudden drops in temperature, and sometimes the feeling of an unseen presence. Could the restless spirits of Holmes' victims still be trapped in the basement of what was once their final resting place? And then there's the infamous St. Valentine's Day Massacre. It's widely believed that mob boss Al Capone was behind the massacre, orchestrating the execution of 7 men in a Chicago garage on February 14, 1929. The grisly scene, where men were lined up and shot down in cold blood, shocked the nation. Though many years have passed since the massacre, those who have visited the site claim the energy still remains. Some say they hear faint echoes of gunshots, while others report a sense of dread that seems to hang over the location, as if the spirits of those slain are still lingering, caught in a violent moment that forever changed Chicago's criminal landscape. From the ashes of a deadly fire to the shadow of a serial killer's legacy and the bloodstains of a mob massacre, Chicago has become a city where the past refuses to die. The spirits of those who perished, their stories of violence and tragedy, are said to remain unable to rest. The question remains, do the ghosts of Chicago's dark history still haunt the city, their restless souls forever tied to the places where their lives were cut short? Perhaps next time you visit, you might feel their presence, hear a distant scream, or catch a glimpse of the past lingering in the shadows. Chicago, with all its history and legend, is a city where the past never truly leaves.